What's up, guys? Topher here with TNF Battleblog, bringing you my first impressions of Battlefield Hardline. Now, looking at my stats here, I have played for 3 hours and 22 minutes of 16 rounds. And so I have a pretty good idea of the game as far as what it brings to me. Now, I've played mainly as a support class, I guess is the easiest way of... not support, assault class. But in this one, it's actually called an operator class. For the most part, and I've used the ACWR, which was a pre-order bonus, I believe, for pre-ordering it on the PSN. I did download it. It was ready for me to play exactly at 9 p.m. Pacific time here in the US. So that worked out pretty well. Now, as far as the first impressions of the game, you can see I... as far as this gameplay goes, I played pretty well. This is a team deathmatch on what is this map called? Hollywood Heights, I believe. I was playing by myself because Ruckus actually had to go and pick up the game at his local GameStop and come back, and then he actually did have to install a pretty good size, well, for him because he's got Mexican internet, for day one patch, which wasn't very cool. So I played this one by myself. And the game does split up into two different, for me, gameplays. This is a solo gameplay, and once him and I started playing together, it definitely got a lot better. These maps are humongous. So, obviously, I'm a team deathmatch only guy, and I'm used to be playing 10 on 10 team deathmatch, but this is a 64-man team deathmatch. And at first, it was very hard for me to get any sort of a rhythm because of the kills being everybody being so compressed in that you get a kill, somebody would see you and take you out. Obviously day one, minute one, you don't have anything upgraded. So as I played, like I said, I saved all of my money, that's how XP works in this game, to make sure I had a suppressor and I had paddles. The only thing is that I don't like is that once you set up a gun for, let's just say, the cops, when you're the bad guy, you have to set everything up again, including, you know, putting attachments on guns and everything else. Once I got paddles and once I got a suppressor, the game changed for me. Because this is a brand new game, I was able to basically run around and kill everybody and nobody knew where I was. As the game evolved, as, you know, the time that the game had been out, as more people got suppressors, the game did, you know, alter a little bit. But once Ruckus came in, we were able to somewhat communicate, and definitely the game got a lot easier for me to play. When there's 64 players on a map, though, these maps are actually pretty large. This one isn't really the best example of that. If you play on a map called Riptide, that thing is humongous, and you know it's kind of like Resort and Parasol Storm put together, but double the size. And then obviously, you know, 64 players. Right now what I'm seeing is that a lot of the higher level guys that have the guns and have the attachments have bigger gameplays. We played against a guy, his name was Amethyst Black. He got 50, he averaged between 40 and 50 kills a round because this is a 400 ticket lobby. So, you know, whatever. So as far as the gameplay goes, or the difference in the game style, I would say, for Team Deathmatch, there's a lot more players, it's a lot more difficult, and the game is a lot bigger. As far as the gameplay itself, I found that the game plays very well. We did have some lag. We did have a little bit of, you know, not really knowing where people are. There's also a little bit of uneasiness in the death screen. There was a lot of shaking and stuff. I saw no glitches, though. I'll tell you that much. I didn't fall through any maps, which I just did on Battlefield 4 this afternoon. I didn't see anything like that. So it appears the game is a little bit more stable, but it feels like it's ready to break sometimes when you die, and the everything is kind of bouncing up and down. I do like the new melee animations. I did buy myself a sledgehammer, which is pretty freaking cool. I really enjoyed that. I also found that the upgrade system I do like, because you're able to earn money or XP or however you want to call it, and it goes from class to class to class. So now when I go into, let's say I start an engineer class, I can get everything that I need immediately, because you start off with, when you're an operator or an assault, you start off with the med bag but no paddles, and it costs 14,000 XP, and if you do it right from the beginning, that's a pretty good chunk of change. But right now I'm sitting at like $30,000. I always do air quotes, even though I'm talking into a mic. I say 30,000 quote unquote dollars. I don't know why that is. Anyways, just behind the mask with Topher. So that 14,000 is a lot of money, air quotes again. So now when I go into an engineer class, or whatever they call it, a mechanic class, I want something called sabotage, which I hope acts kind of like C4 and a claymore put together. I'm hoping that costs 30,000 XP. I'm able to buy it right away, so I have my mechanics loadout ready. Now when I want to go and play Conquest, which I'm going to try to play some Conquest, I'm going to have to buy my repair tool. The engineer has the noob tube instead of the assault, so that comes equipped. And then as far as the support class, you start with a shotgun. I'm not sure what else you start with, because I really hate shotguns. And then the sniper class, you know, you have to buy a couple other things with it. I'm sorry, I haven't really played that much of those game modes. So I like the way that the leveling up goes. The guns are pretty quick. I think it's like 100 kills or something like that to unlock everything on the guns. And then after that, you're getting service stars. And the service stars is pretty cool because right now with the ACWR, I have 214 kills, and I've gotten 7 service stars. So right now I'm on the silver service stars. I'm not sure how that works yet. We'll see. But I'm having a great time with the game. I'm actually planning on playing all night and pushing forward into the morning. I did take a nap. I got dinner ready for myself when I got up. I have we're drinking Monsters today. I got like 17 Monsters in the refrigerator, so I'm planning on powering through the night and hopefully getting a better idea of how this game actually works. I don't like that you can't bring guns from side to side. It does look like you're able to do carbines, but they cost a lot of money, and I'm trying to take this game very linearly because I want to get 500 kills with each gun. I came up short in my bid on Battlefield 4 to get it done. I think I have like 3 shotguns left and 3 carbines to get 500 kills on. But with this one, I want to try out each gun, get 500 kills, and then let the stats actually dictate what my best weapon is as far as like kills per minute and everything else. So we'll see. I really do like so far what I've seen. I'm hoping that I kind of work out some of these niggles as far as trying to figure out how the best way to kill people. I don't like so many players on each map, and it's not just because you get killed from every direction, but there's no safe spot to spawn, so the spawns in this game are actually worse than in Battlefield 4, if you can believe that. It's very difficult to spawn in clean. I've spawned in front of like 6 guys before. I've spawned in on a grenade that was live on the ground. And that's just a result of everybody spawning in and separating, so the whole map's covered, so no matter where you spawn, somebody's right there. Also, at times, Ruckus and I have been together, side by side, and both died and spawned on opposite sides of the map. Which doesn't make sense to me, because if they're spawning you in the safest spot, then they should spawn the 2 people that are redeploying at the exact same time in the exact same space. So, hopefully they'll work on that. I am having a good time, like I said. I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. I hope that everybody in the UK is ready to go when this thing comes out, because we're going to try to be doing some Dirty Dick Squad style stuff going on. We got a group of guys that we played Destiny with and everything else, so we're going to try to get that thing going again. We are looking for a couple of players, so I would love it if Izadeptic, if you're watching this, you give me a holler, because I'd love to do it again. So, like I said, this is a pretty good gameplay. I think I went 16-4. Yep, that's on the screen. Hope you guys had a good time. Please like, comment, subscribe, favorite. Don't forget to visit thenerdfilter.com.